commitment to continue work with security agencies for safer Anambra. Anambra government trains birth attendants on life-saving skills. Federal government called to urgently intervene in Oba, Anambra erosion menace. And on the foreign scene, Sweden hails a historic step as site joins NATO. As she joins NATO, Good morning and welcome to the news. Before the news in details, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra state economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Nonye Ngokoye. Good morning and welcome. Now, Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Chukwu Ibezim has assured that the Professor Chukwuma Soludo-led administration will continue to work with security agencies in the state in its quest to strengthen the security apparatus of the state in the interest of the residents. The Deputy Governor gave the assurance when he, on behalf of Governor Soludo, received the new Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Aderemi Adeoye, in his office at the Government House, Oka. A Government House correspondent, Emmanuel Okonkwo, tells us more.
Deputy Governor Ibezim described security of life and property of the state's residents as one of the top priorities of the present administration of Governor Soludo, said that a good relationship between the state government and the police, as well as other security agencies, will be maintained in order to make sure that people in Anambra State move freely for their lawful businesses without harassment of any form. Dr. Ibezim described the new Anambra CP, Mr. Adeoye, as a square peg in a square hole in security-related issues, having headed many units in Nigeria Police Force before his appointment as the state CP, expressing hope that security network of Anambra State will be improved under his watch.
Like I said, your work will speak for itself, that if by our own thinking it's another square peg in square hole, the governor has come to create enabling environment for businesses to thrive. And this business cannot do in an atmosphere of insecurity. So this is paramount to us. And thank God the governor is hitting it head on. And you're here to complement his efforts. Absolutely. In fact, lead it, and then we will all follow.
Earlier, the new Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Adeoye, said he is in the state to render selfless service to the Anambra and ensure that no stone is left unturned in the fight against crime and criminality in the state. As according to him, the State Police Command under his watch will always be guided by the ethics of the profession and will not add to the problems of the state's residents, but rather help to solve the challenges confronting them, especially security-wise. Mr. Adeoye observed that Anambra State is blessed with industrious people who only need a safe and secured environment to thrive, promising that his leadership will ensure conducive environment for the people by consolidating on the achievements of his predecessor, even as he warned that there is no space for miscreants who may want to terrorize or truncate security and peace of the state.
I think we are set to provide unprecedented level of security for the good people of Anambra State, leveraging on the cooperation and support, first of the state government and the people at large. So we have come to provide that conducive environment, building on the achievements of my predecessor.
In a vote of thanks, the Anambra State Police Public Relations Officer, Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, appreciated Anambra State government for its unflinching support to the State Police Command in the fight against insecurity, assuring that the command will not disappoint the government and people of the state.
We are very happy to hear and also plead for more support, because I know that the state government have been very, very supportive in what we are doing, and we hope to have a good working relationship with you.
From Government House in Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Now, Anambra State government is currently training community health extension workers and nurses on modified life-saving skills in Oka. The exercise, which will be in 3 batches, drew participants from the 21 local government areas of the state, while a reasonable number of the participants came from flood-prone local government areas. ABS Health correspondent Chibuzo Okoye has details of that report.
Training for the first batch commenced on 2nd July and will end on the 16th July 2023, while second batch will commence from 16th July and terminates on the 28th July. And the third batch, which will be the training of the trainers, will commence later. Addressing the participants, the Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afumo Obidike, who said that Governor Chukwuma Soludo is very passionate about the improvement of the state's healthcare system, described the training as very crucial and strategic to the Anambra State government, as it wants to reduce maternal mortality to the lowest level. Dr. Obidike, who urged the participants to take the training seriously, noted that the state has enough manpower to even eliminate the maternal mortality and appealed to the trainees to learn everything they could, including how to manage high-risk pregnancies, such as a sickle cell carrier that is pregnant, among others, even as he commended development partners like United Nations Children's Fund and World Health Organization for supporting the state.
If we're able to learn it to the extent that we're able to teach, because that's one important thing.
One of the trainers, who is a professor of reproductive health from the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Professor Brian Adema, said that the training is to teach all categories of health workers, otherwise called skilled birth attendants, on what they need to know as regards their jobs, as well as build their capacity for them to be able to refer cases that they cannot handle, and commended the Anambra State government for prioritizing capacity building in its health system to have improved healthcare delivery.
If you don't have competent workers working in those hospitals, the hospital is as good as useless. So what the Anambra State government is doing now is very commendable, because it is drawing the staff, the health workers, the nurses, to give them what we call a refresher update training.
The Anambra State Reproductive Health Coordinator, Dr. Uju Okoye, told the ABS part of Mrs. Nonye Soludo's 3-year strategic initiative in eradicating maternal and neonatal mortality in the state, and revealed that maternal mortality rate in the state is 281 deaths per 100,000 beds, which is one of the lowest, as the rate at the national level is 512 deaths per 100,000 beds.
We intend to reduce maternal and infant mortality with this training, basically empowering the healthcare workers on the skills that are needed in the health facilities. Their clinical skills will be upgraded, and this will help in reducing maternal and neonatal deaths in Anambra State.
One of the participants, Mrs. Joy Azubike, who is a community health officer, assured that she will use the knowledge garnered at the event to improve her skills and equally transfer the skills to her colleagues. Practical display of knowledge garnered by the participants during technical session formed the highlights of the training. In Oka, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
Now, following recent JAMB declaration of Ms. Nkechi Nyere Ume from Anambra State as the highest scorer with cumulative mark of 360 in the 2023 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examinations UTME, the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has congratulated the remarkable student on doing the state proud with her exceptional performance. This is contained in a release signed by the Chief Press Secretary, Mr. Christian Aburime, in further celebration of Ms. Ume's feat. Governor Soludo has announced a well-deserved scholarship for her to study any course of her choice at the Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University in Anambra State. According to the press release, the scholarship will not only serve as token of the state government in appreciation for her hard work, but also provide her with the opportunity to pursue her dreams and contribute to the development of the state in the future. The release further stated that while wishing Ms. Mesoma continued success in her future academic pursuits. Governor Soludo also encouraged other young Anambra students within the state and across the nation to take inspiration from Ume's outstanding performance and take advantage of the improved conducive learning environment in the state to strive for excellence. Anambra State Head of Service Barrister Theodora Igwebe says her commitment to repositioning the state public and civil service is not negotiable. Speaking shortly after receiving a Professional Service Award of Excellence from the Rotary Club of Awka GRA as part of activities marking the investiture of Rotarian Benife Ibano as the 22nd president of the club. Barrister Igwebe said that already her office has commenced a series of trainings for both public and civil servants across the state for optimal performance. Barrister Igwebe disclosed that as part of efforts aimed at making the state workforce computer savvy, Anambra State government has commenced the distribution of computers to civil servants to make them fall in line with the digital society. The #1 state civil servant in Anambra State, who was accompanied by the Commissioner for Transportation, Barrister Patricia Igwebike, as well as the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Professor Sylvia Ifemeje, thanked the Rotary Club of Awka GRA for finding her worthy for the award, which she described as motivational towards her service to God and humanity. Presenting the award to the head of service, a one-time managing director of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, and past assistant governor of Rotary International District 9142, Prince Amobi Adirika, who described Barrister Igwebe as an honest and humble personality, pointed out that the award conferred on her by Rotary is well-deserved. In a remark, the Assistant Governor of Rotary International District 9142, in charge of Zone 38, Rotarian Abu Chinwozo, who is supervising the Rotary Club of Awka GRA and others, stated that Rotary is properly rooted in truth, justice and equity, and charged Nigerians to emulate the Rotary style of leadership in order to enthrone a decent and God-fearing society. The president of Rotary Club of Awka GRA, Rotarian Benitez Ibano, who thanked all those who contributed to the success of the event, said that the essence of the ceremony is to raise funds for some projects that will be executed by the club towards improving the living standards of the people. Among those that attended the ceremony were the member that represented Dunukofia constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Chief Lawrence Ezodo, one-time permanent secretary in Anambra State, Sir Eloka Chukudum, who is also one-time assistant governor of Rotary International District 9142, as well as the chairman, Anambra State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Dr. Odogu Emeka Odogu. The event also featured recitation of Rotary songs. The managing director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Sir Chido Obidiego, has assured that ABS will continue to support and air programs that promote the rights and well-being of children as they remain the hope of the society. Sir Chido gave the assurance when members of the Anambra State Children's Parliament paid him a visit in his office at ABS Corporate Headquarters, Awka. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo has the report.
Boss, who noted that Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo is passionate about issues that concern children in the state, said that the present administration believes that the target of achieving a prosperous and livable state cannot be realized if children are not considered and carried along, as they are the future and hope of the state. Sachido commended members of the state Children's Parliament for efforts towards making the voice of children in the state to be heard, and promised that ABS will continue to assist them in the interest of children and that of the state.
We should give you that space, 30 minutes weekly, okay? We have to do that because You know, we have a governor that loves children so much. So there's this thing, he talks about the biblical, provision that he should bring up a child in the way of the Lord. And when he grows up, he wouldn't depart from it. And he has this dream, which is already being actualized, of turning Anambra to become a livable and prosperous state. And that cannot happen without carrying children along. Let's see the program synopsis, and then from there we'll give you the platform. Okay.
The remark earlier, the Speaker of the Anambra State Children's Parliament, Ms. Victory Ekunife, thanked ABS for always supporting the children through its various child-friendly programs geared towards children's well-being and development, and appealed that the State Children's Parliament enjoys from the ABS be sustained.
We wish to appreciate the MD for his display of love and passion for children in various practical ways since your assumption of office. Thank you, sir.
In a vote of thanks, the immediate past Speaker of the Parliament, Ms. Faustina Okoye, appreciated the ABS MD for the warm reception accorded them during the visit and promised that the group will not disappoint the children it represents, the ABS and the state at large. In Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Anambra State government has sent a save our soul message to the federal government to come to their aid in checking erosion menace threatening lives and property of its citizens at Oba axis of the Onitsha-Owerri Express Road. This was the high point of speeches made by state actors who inspected extent of devastation caused by the gully erosion. Works correspondent Ngozi Obileri was part of the inspection team and now reports.
The team comprises the Anambra State Commissioner for Works, Engineer Ifeanyi Ukoma, his environment counterpart, Engineer Felix Odimegu, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Sir Ernest Ezajui, Press Secretary to Governor Chukwuma Soludo, Mr. Christian Aburime, Transition Committee Chairman for Idemili South Council Area, Mrs. Amako Obi, and members of Obatan Union and Traditional Councils. Addressing journalists after the inspection, the Commissioner for Works, Engineer Ukoma, said that one part of the road has been completely cut off by the erosion, with so many surrounding buildings at risk of collapsing into the gully. Engineer Ukoma explained that so far, Anambra State government has intervened to stop the erosion from causing more devastation, saying that it has taken pictures of the gully and has sent same to federal government for approval and onward checking of the site, while sending a passionate appeal to President Bola Tinubu to grant express approval to the request. Commissioner Ukoma appreciated Governor Chukwuma Soludo for his quick response to the situation and other emergencies.
We are pleading and appealing to the federal government being led by Alhaji Ahmed Tinubu to come to our rescue, because we are part and parcel of this nation. Come and salvage the erosion menace on this road.
On his part, the Commissioner for Environment, Engineer Felix Odimegu, regretted that Anambra has the highest number of erosion sites in the country due to its topography, calling on the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, fix the Oba landslide, as the road is the only road that leads to Imo, Abia, and other states from the Niger Bridge, and also save the lives of Ndiwo.
So we are intervening, or we are equally appealing to the federal government to come to the aid of Anambra State in this regard, and in the regard of other major active erosion sites that we have in Anambra State. We believe that Nigeria is one, and we hope that the new administration of the federal government will look towards this need and come to the aid of Anambra State in this regard.
The Chief of Staff to the Governor, Sir Ernest, who said that erosion menace of such magnitude requires attention of the federal government, noted that the quick response by Anambra State government is a proof that it is alive to its responsibility of ensuring the safety of every Onyanambra and those residents in the state, expressing the hope that positive attention will be given to the request.
It's a federal highway that cuts across many states. This is a very busy road. So what we are doing is to make sure we get stability so that the road users will continue to use it. Anambra State, as people define it, is the headquarters of erosion in Nigeria, not West Africa. So we are calling on federal government that this is just an appetizer if you want to see the level of erosion we have in Anambra State.
In their separate speeches, the Transition Committee Chairman for Idemili South Council area, Mrs. Amaka Obi, and the President General of Batan Union, Mr. Osita Obade, thanked Anambra State government for the quick response and intervention on the site, and also appealed to federal government to come to their aid and save them from further hardship. From Oba Axis of Onitsha Owerri Road, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
On the foreign scene, it was a historic moment for Sweden, which has spent the past year fighting hard to get accepted into NATO. According to the reports, the Nordic country previously embraced wartime neutrality for more than 200 years, but applied for membership last May as part of efforts to improve security and stability in northern Europe following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. However, until late on Monday night, Turkey had been blocking Sweden's application. Turkey argued Sweden was giving refuge to Kurdish militants and needed to do more to crack down on rebel groups like the Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, which it considers a terrorist organization. The EU and US have also designated the PKK as a terrorist group. Like any of NATO's 31 member countries, Turkey has the power to block new nations from joining the group. The outcome of crunch talks with President Recep Tayyip Erdogan being seen as a major win for Sweden's right-wing Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson. All right, we are sorry for some hitches experienced in the course of this news, but just to let you know that you can join ABS from any part of the world. Join our programs from any part of the world by logging on to our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka, on Twitter at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again, Anambra State government has expressed commitment to continue working with security agencies for safer Anambra. Anambra government has trained birth attendants on life-saving skills. Federal government has been called to urgently intervene in Oba, Anambra erosion menace. And on the foreign scene, Sweden has hailed a historic step as she joins NATO. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's continue to give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Nwokoye. Good morning and have a great day.